Hey there, YouTube, it's Justin the Junkie. How the fuck are you guys doing today?
Learning life, known from the dawn of time. Respect, walk.
So today what we are doing is, I got a power steering reservoir that is broken on my truck. What had happened is that if you can see on this one, the brake chamber kept hitting this. So I got a new power steering reservoir, and we're gonna fix this power steering leak here. I'll turn you around here in a second, but as you can see, I kind of got all the tools out that I fucking think I'm gonna need. I got some gloves, because this is gonna be dirty as fuck. And I'm trying out some new camera angles to show you guys what I got going on here. I need to get some more lighting and get the camera angle right. I already disconnected one of the lines and just drained all the stuff out. And then we will get ready and start working on this fucking garbage. Could be a long video, could be a short video, who fucking knows? But we are gonna get this project fucking knocked out. So come along with me here and we will change this power steering fucking tank reservoir bullshit. All right, well, I fucked up and lost all the footage of me taking this fucking thing apart. So what I'm gonna show you is it just going back together, and I'll do a brief overview. Sorry, you can see what we got here. It was fucked up. Damn it. You know, trying to recharge the battery on the fucking thing and all that shit, I fucked up, so I'm sorry. So we'll come along of putting this back together. What's going on here is this is where the power steering bracket mounts. Okay, it's the power steering reservoir. What happens is the brake chamber comes over and hits the bottom of it. Just the nature of the fucking beast. So I got this apart. What I'm gonna do first is we're gonna slide these all the way to the back here. Well, I can't do that because I gotta be able to get in there to tighten those up. So this sucks. You gotta kinda pick it halfway, and then we'll have to get a wrench in there and all that stuff. I don't really like how this bracket's designed. And then I'll show you kind of what I did. So these are the fittings that go on the bottom of it. Now they were all nasty and fucking fucked up, so I just wire wheeled them off. And I put new O-rings on them and all that type of stuff. And then we got to tighten this down and then put the reservoir in there, and then we can put these on. So let's get in here, move all this garbage out of the fucking way. I think right about there. Keeps wanting to move there. All right, there's that one. Now we come over to this one. Really tight fucking quarters here. All right, we got one there. Let's see if we can slide this down through there. No. All right, so it looks like we're gonna have to leave one side loose and one side tight. So let me get in here. Well, the side that I want to leave loose is obviously this one, because we can get to it. All right. So now let me get this one down in here, because this is a motherfucker. Got our ratcheting wrench out again. Now what I'm doing is, it's not the wrong fucking way. Fuck. All this shit in the fucking way. Just so much garbage in the way, guys. this one's just so tight. I want to get this one tightened up first. All right. Now, we got our tank here, and we want to, I'll tell you what, fellas. We have used every arsenal in my gang. So what I want to do is I want to have this just a little bit higher and kind of out of the way of that pump. Okay. And I want to have this bracket to where the power steering pump kind of, this thing doesn't get down in there as much. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn this just a little bit more to right about there. Now what I got to do is see if this, what I'm trying to do is tighten this bottom one here in so I can hold the spacing where I got it here. So hopefully this brake chamber does not come around and hit this fucker again. It's just, it's such a fucked up angle over here. So I feel like that's pretty good to where the brake chamber's not gonna, it's gonna fucking hit it. God damn it. We'll tighten this down. I just don't like it that I can't get it to where kinda I want it. Alright. Got new grade 8 hardware holding that on. Let's see if we can. Okay, we tap that all the way up. Now let's see if we can get this top clamp tightened up here. It's just that like they should have moved this clamp out, but they can't because everything's so fucking tight in here. Hold on here. Fuck this. Fuck this. We resorted to violence. All right, violence. That's what we needed. That's what we needed, violence. So what you got to do here is really so what you got to do is leave this one loose so you can get this tightened up here, down here like this, and then you should be good. Nope. Okay, so now we got that a lot tighter. Then we'll just come in here like this. All right, just like that. Get our socket here. Oh yeah, loads of fun, fellas. Loads of fucking fun. All right, I hate, like, dump trucks are not like working on semi-trucks. Semi-trucks are so much easier because you ain't got all these big fucking tires in the way and all that shit. All right, now let's go ahead and start screwing our fittings in down here on the bottom. So what I'm trying to do is get this to move back here, so these lines aren't fucking rubbing. I'm just not having any luck today. Have you ever had one of those days where shit's just not going your fucking way? When shit's just not going your fucking way. See, what I hate is they give you these O-ring fittings, and then the problem that you have is that the wrench size is the same size as the fucking fitting, and it takes fucking forever. Yeah, there we go. See, the problem is that these are too big, and then you can't get them the fuck on there. Come on. Because I want this one to be back up here so it's out of the fucking way. Fuck me! This is when I need those ultra thin, low torque wrenches. You know, like the ultra thin wrenches, you need them for these type of fittings. We got that one done. 1 out of fucking 3 done. Ugh. I'm getting tired. I'm sure you guys are getting tired of fucking watching me here fuck around with this. All right, we got one down. Fucking 9 more to go, it feels like. Okay, we will put the center one in next to this side. That's gonna be perfect. Tighten it up just a cunt hair more so we can get it off there. Fellas, I'm not having a fun day here. All I can say is, at least I am not flat rate, because I would never be good at that. Alrighty guys, we got this started after fucking 30 minutes of fucking with it. You know, had a burr on the end of the fitting. So now we got that one on. Now all we got to put on is the big one here. It's just you know, it's like sticking we got 10 pounds of shit in a fucking 5-pound bag here, and I can already see some shit I'm gonna need. Okay. I can already see that I need to buy definitely different size. You know, they need to make a short 1.5 inch thing. Probably what I need is see, the problem is one of these flats is fucked up because it's got, you know, asphalt and schmoo all over it. So we got to be way out here, you know, living the dream and all of that shit. Because we're about to the point that we can put 4 quarts of oil in here, and I'm going to get you guys moved around for that. Alrighty. Well, jazz hands done. Line's back on. Power steering pump is not going, or the reservoir is not going nowhere. So let's get you guys moved around and we'll get this thing filled up. Filling up the oil here. This thing says it takes 4 quarts. So I'm going to talk to you about a tech tip here in a second once I get this oil all going down in there, and then we'll have to start it up and make sure it don't leak. Kind of talk to you about just some shit that goes on with these things. The stuff that I'm using is power steering stop leak. Now, the reason that I use this Lucas stuff in my power steering stuff is because with dump trucks, what I found is some people use like 10W30 motor oil or anything like that. This has a heavy duty front axle, so it has a 20,000 pound front axle, okay, and it has a heavier duty power steering pump. But sometimes at low RPM, when you're loaded kind of heavy and you have the lift axles lift up, some trucks you have to rev it up to get the power steering pump, to start pumping the stuff. Well, one time I put this Lucas stop leak in there, and I didn't have to rev the truck up. You can have the truck idling there, and it will move around. It'll move the power, it'll move the steering wheel. You don't have to rev the truck up and try to hold the brake, rev the truck up, turn the wheel. It just eliminated one of the things. So that's why I go to using this power steering stop leak. And if you have any like small seals or anything like that, it won't let it leak as bad. As you can see, we have a little bit of a seal leaking on the knuckle here, which we'd have to get fixed eventually. But it's better than all the power steering fluid running out of the canister here. But, it is what it is. So this thing is a 4-quart. This stuff takes forever to put in there. It's a 4-quart container, and we lost some out of the line, so it's going to be, 4 and some odd quarts. Let's hope it's not too much. The joys of working on dump trucks. This is the story of my life. I don't ever think that I'm going to get to see my kid grow up. Oh, well, we're making a fucking shit ton of mess out of this. Like I said, I don't think I'm ever going to get to see my kid grow up. Tonight, well, I've been home all week, but again, I've been gone sometimes when he is home, and all that stuff, just down here working on all this garbage all the time, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's not one thing, it's another. And then Sunday morning, I got a fuel pump to do on another Cummins, so we're gonna see what fun that has entail for us. It's really a lot of work running these dump trucks. I'm not complaining about it. I'm just letting you guys know, for out there in the future, this stuff is, it's just time consuming because I've never done this and it's difficult. And like I said, these tires are so fucking big, everything's in the way. If I wanted to take the tires off, it probably would have made this project a lot easier. But, taking the tires off takes more time. Then I'd have to put them back on, and it's just fucking ridiculous. And then I'm trying to film it for you guys, and that adds a couple hours to the project because I've had to stop twice to recharge the battery in the GoPro, if you get what I'm saying. And I'm trying some new camera mounts and all that type of shit. So, we got the, making a mess here. We got about 4 quarts in it here. Still continue to make a mess. See how it gets air bubbly? This stuff's so thick. Well, at least we're gonna have, one new part on this thing. And just to let you guys know, this thing was $138 for this thing, and it came with the brackets, which I was fucking shocked about. I have a feeling they had this in stock. This tells me that this happens a lot. So maybe the next time I'll be more efficient at it. I know what I need to get. I need to get thin, low torque wrenches, and I need to buy those angle set of snap-on wrenches. So that's what's going to be on the wish list later. We might, depending on how the winter goes, we might get those before the summer. If not, once we start making some money again, we will be getting those type of wrenches. Those low torque thin ones just to get into tight spots. Start this thing up and see what we got here. I'm sure it's gonna suck the thing down. Okay guys, we ran the power steering there, you saw, and check the fluid level here. Took a long time for it to prime up, I could tell you that. It was squealing like a motherfucker. And then, you know, the another problem we got is there is a load on the motherfucker. So we are, you know, we are a half a quart low. That's the power steering job all finished, knocked out. I'll put a half a quart of power steering fluid back in this thing. We will get that, and tomorrow morning, Nick will be ready to go haul some asphalt, not a problem. Hopefully they get this, you know, they're preloaded with salt tomorrow. They're gonna drop it on their way to the job. See any more power steering fluid running on the ground, so that means we got her done. But like always, check out my Patreon account. If you want to help support this channel and support the tool reviews, go check out the Facebook and Instagram, the Snap-on Junkie, and check out the snaponjunkie.com. We got hoodies, sweatshirts, and women's panties for you guys to give to your wives. And that's pretty much all I got. Like always, thanks for watching. I gotta fucking go.